I travel by day and camp by night, just like a backpacker, but I'm on a bicycle. I can't often camp in plain sight, or the locals will come by and tell me to move on, or worse, call the cops. So that means I have to be good at what I call stealth camping. It's risky, and I love it. I'm living by my wits, as free as any wild man has ever been, because although I'm a minimalist, I want my journey to be as comfortable as possible while being as easy as possible. That way, I can do it for as long as possible. But I'll endure without whining if it's hard, and sometimes, lots of times. It's a hard life, but I love it, and I love sharing it with you. So I'm moving across the landscape, not knowing where I'll camp that night, trying not to get busted, leaving no trace, grooving on the nature and living my life with a level of freedom that is unknown in today's world. I challenge myself so my stealth camping adventures will have some focus. Once I pedaled from Michigan to Delaware, stealth camping all the way. Another time I rode from Sault Ste. Marie to Ironwood and back. The UP has 700 wolves, 1 bear per square mile, few people. It's mostly beautiful wilderness. Then last fall, I said I was going to stealth camp from Michigan to Florida, thinking I would outrun Old Man Winter. Well, he ran me down and dogged me all the way to Tennessee. I was holding up pretty good and on track to make my goal, but then I got a call from my brothers and sisters about Mom and Dad. I had agreed to come home and help with caring for them if their health failed. Dad was in the hospital, and it didn't look good. So I stashed my gear and my trusty bike Wilson at a friend's dad's house in Chattanooga. You guys wait here for me. Wilson, you're in charge, bud. And hopped a plane back to Ann Arbor. I assumed my role as caregiver for Mom and Dad, which put my goal of riding my bike all the way to Florida on hold for an unspecified length of time. Truth be told, I was glad to be out of the icy rain for a while. And I was concerned for Mom and Dad and glad to be home to help them. My cooking is pretty good and my outlook on life is positive, and so I was able to get Mom to stop losing weight, and when Dad improved enough to get released from the hospital, things were looking up. But then the doctors found dementia, and because my parents are both almost 90 years old, that wasn't so surprising. I've cared for dementia patients before, and so I was a perfect fit. As spring turned into summer, we grew into our routine of doctor's appointments, grocery shopping, and assisting with the activities of daily living. This wasn't a full-time position, so I was able to do my seasonal job as a pedal pub driver in downtown Ann Arbor. I dreamed of restarting my trip, but I had to face facts. Mom and Dad are of strong stock genetically. They could live another 10 years easy, getting more uncomfortable as their health deteriorates, getting harder to care for as they need more care more often. My channel views on YouTube dropped 40%. I missed my audience, who are mostly kind-hearted and encouraging, and whenever I post a new video, have insightful comments and good wishes for me. But I had no camping adventures to share with them and no good news on the horizon. I said all that so I could say this. The situation has changed for the better. Mom and Dad have insurance for long-term care. Because of their memory loss, they met the requirements that enables their policy to kick in and pay for a caregiver to come help them, take them on errands, help them with medications, and all kinds of other stuff that comes up. But the policy states that a family member can't be the caregiver, so I was out. Since Mom loves her new caregiver, I was free to restart my trip to Florida. But I'm not going to November when the snow flies in Michigan and the pedal tours are finished for the season. I'll fly back to Chattanooga, get an Uber to the garage where I left Wilson nearly 9 months before. I'll pedal south into Georgia, hopefully done with snowstorms and icy rains and mountains. I may have a few mountains left. And I don't know what to look out for while stealth camping in southern Georgia. Alligators? Pythons? Skunk apes? I'll handle whatever comes to me. Or get squashed by a logging truck. I don't know. But it's not how long I live that matters to me most. It's that I enjoy my life and follow my dreams, and also, a big part of it, I get to share it with you even though I'm out there alone. So I'm not really alone, and I don't feel lonely. I feel free. If Mom or Dad takes a turn for the worse, I'll hop on a plane and get my butt home, of course. So I hope you'll subscribe and tune in and are excited about the restart, just like I am.